and when they go to the bathroom, he's putting laxatives in their drink.
Newborn? Like
what?
newborn?
Like, excuse me?
I could put my legs behind my back or behind my neck.
You
What's a qualm?
you guys are.
I think it's a fruit.
Here, take this and spit directly on the cake, right in the middle. Drink, chug, sleep the pain away. Repeat. Woo, woo, woo! Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast. Time for another installation of Danny's drink review.
All right.
Last time we did Truly seltzers,
Michelob.
Michelob seltzers, very bad. Gave it a 2 out of 12.
2 out of 12, Danny's.
This one is the michelada, but mango and chili.
Yeah. How about you get the drinks that anybody would actually try?
I would actually buy that. That looks good.
Oh my God,
So
JT. Hold on.
That looks good.
Mango and chili?
Michelada, traditionally, tomato juice and beer. Smells like vomit.
Oh.
It's like gazpacho.
Oh, very good.
Now you can first sip.
I don't.
Drinking pizza
Smells
is
like vomit. Tastes very good.
pizza is different. One bite, everybody knows the rules. You could probably do it. One sip of a drink is never a good indication.
By the way, can we talk about how Dave Portnoy says one bite, everybody knows the rules, and then
eats the whole
Eats
slice.
the whole
consistently
slice.
takes 10 bites before he gives his
Well, that's
review?
how you know it's
Several
good.
slices sometimes.
Dude, Chaz finished a beer before we had the opening.
But
Chaz is flying.
no, this is pretty good. I give it a 8 out of 12.
8 out of 12 is pretty high. That's
Well,
pretty
why,
high.
well,
why are you
to-
giving it out of 12? It's such an inconvenient.
Yeah, but
7.5 out of 10.
As long as it's even.
No.
No, wait, no. 6.6 out of 10.
we don't do it at 10s here.
Yeah, but now we're doing a 6.6. That's a lot of work.
12 gives you the extra 2. 12 gives you the extra 2 step because on a conventional 1 to 10 system, 10 should be very rarely used. You know,
Right.
It
10
has
is
to, it has to be perfect to be a 10.
There's no difference though.
and
between 10 and 12.
That's a good point.
And I feel like I feel like some things deserve a 10, but there should be something that almost goes past the scale, and that's what the 11 and 12
That's
are for.
really dumb.
Well, luckily
really
you're
dumb.
not making the scale, so
Also,
shut
Dave,
the fuck up.
Dave Portnoy also says 6.6 is not dumb because Dave Portnoy also says that any you give an even number like that, like on a 0, it's a rookie rate.
Rookie rating.
Rookie rating.
You guys haven't even heard my rating yet. I'm saying out of 15.
Oh, that's
I'm
a good
doing
option
an
too.
odd
Even
number.
dumber.
An
That's a good
odd
option,
number.
too.
Now we got 5s. I could make a 10 and it's still not that great. So you guys could all suck
Yeah,
it.
that's a good point because now you can go by 5s. You basically have a bad, medium, and great section.
Yeah. And
within itself.
And it's mini grades inside of other
Right,
little
which
grades.
you could also do with 10, but sure. Also,
Yeah, but
also
then
10
no one wants points.
I want a 10.
No one
I
wants
do.
points.
I would
Who
take a
wants
10.
What's wrong with a point? I don't understand the problem.
Everybody, it's human instinct to love whole integers. Who doesn't
that
love
human
who
instinct?
doesn't
Is that human
who
instinct?
doesn't love whole integers?
I mean, I like whole integers, so
I like
I don't
whole
know if
integers
I'm
as well.
part of the majority here. I appreciate
Who
whole
doesn't like whole
Well,
integers?
First of all, mixed numbers suck. Those are stupid.
Yeah, I mean points are
Danny
just
doesn't know what a mixed number is.
they're unnecessarily confusing.
Danny's
Whole
never heard of
integer crew right here.
I'm with you. I got you.
Nothing wrong with the decimal point.
as you know, as most boys did growing up, we all had a rating system for girls, and which 7.5, 8.5, very common ratings to give out.
And you know what else is
6.5.
6 a 5, like being rated a 5 to 7 isn't that bad.
But it is.
But I feel like it's not that
It's
bad.
still above average.
Well, first it's above average, so I'll take that anywhere I could get.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like 9s and 10s are it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on the TV. You
They're
know,
unicorns.
I think people don't understand that. It's like, oh, I went home with a 9 last night. I guarantee.
No.
You
Nines
couldn't have.
definitely
I guarantee
exist.
you couldn't have been in a place where a 9 was.
No, that's not true.
A liberal.
Nine-
It's like a liberal 9 though. It was probably like
What-
an 8, but you haven't seen them.
Wouldn't 9 just mean you're in the top 10th percentile of attractive woman?
You're going way too math here, but yes, I think so.
That's literally what it means.
Especially,
Way too bad.
especially for attractiveness, this scale is outdated, antiquated, and dumb. First of all, there's a whole bunch of reasons. To accurately articulate a scale of attractiveness, you'd have to at least go to the second decimal point. At the very least.
Like 8.82.
Yeah. There is no way you can do that with what do you have if you just go by first single points? You have 100 numbers to choose from.
I think
that's
you
pretty.
can't. No,
I think you definitely keep it to the 10th.
Wow,
Like,
I don't think you have to get more specific than to the 100th.
yeah, it's like because now I can't.
I think you're rating with too broad of a brush.
But I can't picture the difference between someone who looks like an 8.82 and an 8.81.
This is
I
a
don't know
nuclear
the
physics. We don't need.
That's someone you lack vision, I suppose.
It's like, dude, their nose is like a 1/10 of a degree more straight.
Yeah, or it's like they managed to trim their eyebrows that day.
Listen,
That's not even natural.
These are the things, the human scale of attractiveness is so incredibly complex and articulate, and we have to reflect that in our
agree with
scales.
that.
I don't agree.
And we have to
It's-
reflect that in our
it's-
scales. The fact that we belittle ourselves,
arbitrary.
most people belittle ourselves to just whole integers and halves. Ugh. Out of 10,
I feel like
I mean,
that's
how can you put a human being on a scale of 10 and halves? It just doesn't make any sense.
You know why you round it up to integers? You can't do exact points because it's almost like an average. Everyone's is different. We could all four of us look at
Yeah,
the same.
exactly.
All four of us could look at the same person and all give a slightly different answer, and that's why it's wholes and halves because we have to average all our answers.
Which, by the way, it could be like I think it could be more than slightly different. I'd say some cases it's like 2-point difference. What
Yeah.
I would find attractive and you would find. She'd be an 8 to me and a 6 to you, or
Yeah.
vice versa.
That's why the people who
It's a 7.
That's why the people get so caught up on I need to date a 9. I need to date a 10. I'm not gonna even talk to this person because I don't consider her attractive enough to be an 8. Even though if you actually finally bagged a 9, all your friends could be like, oh, she's a 5, and you go, what the fuck is happening?
Also, to be fair, really, if we're actually charting attractiveness, we should also be charting on a graph. It should be the x-axis is attractiveness and the y-axis is personality, and that truly where they intersect, that's the real number.
That's too much.
Can't fuck someone's personality.
Yeah, that would take too much. That would take
that's-
too much time. You
that's-
need another.
And you get to know them now?
You need I don't want to know them. You need
That's-
another graph for how
that's-
long you've been in it.
That's the real number, and on that scale, we can settle for the 10-point scale because together they provide a more accurate reading.
The government needs to give you a grant so you can get a team together.
Yeah, you gotta be
These
in a
are
lab.
these are very. I mean, there's whole quadrants of that graph, by the way, that are untouchable.
What does that mean?
The bottom left quadrant, you don't want to go if they're the bottom left quadrant would be anyone below a 5 on both attractiveness and personality.
So what is that, like a newborn?
That no.
Like
what?
newborns?
What? Excuse me.
Like newborns are fucking ugly as shit and they have no personality. I'm not gonna hang out with a newborn.
Well, I mean, I didn't think we had to put the memo out, but the attractiveness rating is over 18, Antonio, first of all.
Oh, I didn't know we were going there.
But no, there are plenty of people who are below 5s and then below 5 on personality as well. And those are sad people, I mean, at least the people I would like to think the people that we're friends with, at least, maybe what we lack in
Here we go.
image.
Yeah, here we go.
What we lack in physical attractiveness, we make up for in the fact that at least most of us are pretty funny.
Not on someone else's scale who's rating
I was
us out of
just about
20.
to say, and also like there are plenty of people who I think there are people who think we're funny, and I think there are plenty of people who would hate us.
Yeah.
And we'd be below 5 on the
That's
on that
just
one
true.
too.
And that's the way of the road.
That's life. You can't appease to everybody.
You can't appease to the unappeasable.
fuck 'em.
Fuck them.
You know what happens when we appeased World War II? That's what happens. Appeasement. That's a story.
That wasn't us. I mean,
Yeah.
us?
Us, Europe, everybody appeased the appeased Germans who had already committed these atrocities once.
What's
And then we
what's
said-
happening?
And
What's
then,
happening?
and then we said, whoa. What's happening? We're giving them too much stuff, and then before you know it, boom.
Before you know it,
the
Invite a
Panzers,
rogue scholar.
What's
the
happening?
Panzers are rolling down Poland.
you
It's
would-
all over.
You would have never. It sounds like Danny's been reading books.
It's all over. I haven't
He
reading.
just learned about World War II.
Yeah.
I haven't been reading books.
Let me
but
tell
I
you
do-
another thing.
I haven't been reading books, but I do want to change the topic. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh.
Cookie dough.
Vanilla bean.
What the fuck?
Vanilla bean.
So just vanilla.
No, because
what's
I
the
think
bean?
a
Are
lot.
you talking about a Haagen-Dazs flavor?
No, no. I'm saying a lot of people who know vanilla and vanilla bean taste different. If a restaurant says we have vanilla bean, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So you're talking about like a more artisanal vanilla.
Yeah, it's just better.
It's just vanilla. They're
Nah,
just giving
it's
you
not.
vanilla. They're saying they're putting
telling you it's
beans so
not.
they can charge you more.
That's
it's
fine.
just vanilla.
I'll take it. Tastes better. And give me a cold spoon.
You're crazy.
What is these out of the dishwasher warm spoons? Fuck them.
No, you
So
want
that
so
it
you
can
can
easily
so
glide
you can
through
easily
the
glide
ice
through
cream.
the
I
ice
don't want
cream.
I
melty.
like the
No,
glide.
I don't
I
want. I
love
don't
the
want ice
glide.
cream soup. Give me a cold spoon
Or
with my
like,
cold
dude,
ice cream.
freaking, oh my god, it's so good. Hot brownie with cold ice cream on it. Combination.
so good.
That's good.
Temperature combination.
Everyone could go for an a la mode.
I actually, what do you mean cold? Who wants a cold spoon?
I want a cold spoon.
How do you even? First of all, they sell specific spoons on Amazon that are for ice cream that channel your body heat to the spoon so that you
crazy.
can get the
Yeah,
effortless
I'm
glide.
not trying to fucking Johnny Storm.
who
this
wants
fucking spoon.
who wants to pickaxe ice cream?
I'm not
Yeah,
eating
I don't-
ice. I'm not eating snow cones. It's ice cream. If I could scoop into ice cream,
If you're eating cold ice cream with the cold spoon,
It's tough.
that's not an enjoyable experience.
it's
You got a bent spoon
Yeah.
then, buddy.
it's perfectly
absolutely
fine.
gotta
I'm not. It's not frozen ice. What's your favorite flavor? Get
ice cream. Ice cream's absolutely frozen.
Stay away from
It
me.
is.
I actually found out the reason I asked this is because I found a new favorite flavor.
What's that?
So I used to think it was cookies and cream, classic flavor, love it.
Oreo.
But I recently had Ben and Jerry's mint cookies and cream. I love
God,
mint
so
ice cream.
good.
I love mint ice cream, but the chocolate chips don't really do much for me. But mint cookies and cream, I mean, it's
It's-
just so amazing.
I had it the other day, like not the other day, probably like 3 weeks ago.
It's so good.
Dude, mint ice cream
So good.
sucks.
I don't
Mint
like.
ice cream's my favorite.
It's disgusting.
I don't like when mint's added
Give me some. Give me
to
some.
other things, man.
Team
Dude,
left
neither-
side.
I mean, I'm not that big a fan of mint in any context, but ice cream's just different, man. It's like so refreshing. It's so
Be
good.
hitting different.
Mint's
Yeah.
my favorite ice cream for sure. But you know what is even better than just like plain ice cream is just I don't know, man. Just go to Baskin Robbins, get like a Reese's Sundae. They put candy on it. They dip it in peanut butter and put whipped cream and chocolate syrup.
I
Like,
think that
deal
works.
that.
I think that ruins it.
No,
I don't.
no way.
If
Oh,
I
I
had
love
if
it.
I had an ice cream sundae, you know, like a banana split or whatever, that shit, I would say, okay, give me a banana split, but no bananas, no sprinkles, no chocolate syrup, no cherries, and just give me the ice
What is it
cream.
Then
Banana
why get a
split.
banana
Then
split?
why don't even get?
Then why even go through the
Because
effort?
I want them to know my disdain for banana splits.
It's gonna cost you like
That's-
$5 extra.
I will pay the money for them to know my point.
Just ask for the ice cream. I will say this: I also love Sundays. I think it's fantastic. It's this, this mixture of goodness.
Who wants to be reminded of a Sunday? Call it a Saturday.
Well, that's besides the point. But I
They're
will.
spelled different.
It all sucks.
Yeah, they are spelled different.
I don't give a
I will say
shit.
this:
supposed
everybody,
to
Make
read.
your
It
Sundays
sounds
fun.
it sounds too like it.
everybody who's ever made a Sunday for me looks like they want to kill themselves,
Yes.
and I don't know why.
No, that's important. That makes it taste better. Probably you need that kind of person. You know, they add that kind of
their
love
happiness
To
is for being
Being
fed
drained.
in.
It's
Yeah.
contingent on
Dude,
the ice
that's
cream.
why you ever see some new hires for a Sunday place. Those are the most happy people in the world. Give them 10 years pumping their happiness into these Sundays.
Yeah, you know Eddie's Sweet Shop down the road.
Right.
It's like the people who work there. First of all, I think they still get paid like 50 cents. That place is like it's very old school
Yeah.
looking, like old candy shop. Like I don't know, how do you get that job? You know,
Still handed out hate
Didn't one of
pennies
you
over
guys
there?
work there?
No,
No,
just
Not-
avid connoisseurs.
I
Just
Yeah,
big
but-
fan.
not
Avid
not very
connoisseur.
big. People we knew work there.
Oh, okay.
You know, just creaming in the cream.
I didn't mean one of you guys. I meant like didn't like someone in the group. No.
In the group, no. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know why I thought of this walking into the room when I was going to sit down. Then Danny started off really hot with the ratings. But I was thinking, do you think, I have two questions. Number one, have you guys ever actually attempted to suck your own wiener?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Attempted.
Yes.
Like, have you got, how close did you get?
Not that close.
Like, was it like your legs were up in the air, you're on your back, or you just tried to bend over like you're sad?
Both.
Both. No avail. Okay, that was my first question.
The problem is when you lean forward, your groin
Right.
goes in instinctively.
Right, it's like
you
yin
know
and
when you
yang.
go to lean forward, it comes back.
Right.
So it's pretty hard.
And then,
I definitely could have as a kid, but I never tried.
what does
I-
that mean? Like
I-
gymnast?
he was
Yeah,
limber.
yeah.
Then
No,
how do you know?
I could put my legs behind my back or behind my neck as a kid. I
What
feel
does-
like
what
that's
does that
enough.
mean?
That's enough to suck your
What
own
do you mean?
cock.
What do you mean behind you? Like how
Lift your legs up, put it behind your neck.
is that enough to suck your own cock?
I don't know.
All right.
My
So,
face is literally in my groin.
oh, then yeah, like you were foreheading it
Yeah, but I was just doing it because I don't know. You were a
because
kid and that, it was cool.
You want to
It was
stare into your
flexible.
butthole.
Yeah, yeah.
So my point is, okay, now that we have a base of embarrassment, my next question is, like, do you think girls have ever tried to do that?
Well, they don't have a protruding item.
Right, but there's a lot of gymnasts could really.
seen it.
A lot of gymnasts could get. Excuse me.
I've seen it.
What does that mean?
I've seen it. I've seen videos of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like if we've tried to do it, girls have definitely tried to do it. Granted, the barrier of
Some girls can.
exactly the possibility barrier probably has stopped a lot of females from trying because it looks like we would be able to do it more. But I definitely think some have attempted.
Well, yeah, that was the thing that really limited me when I was young. Is that
The vagina?
Is that I could get there, like I could almost get there, but the thing is, I would never actually be able to suck it. It would just kind of be like a, you know,
Right.
just like a lick.
Right.
Like there would be no sucking going on.
Not at all.
None. It's just not possible for me.
Would a licking have done it for you? Would you have satisfied?
No, because that's just
Lazy.
yeah.
You're just lazy.
Yeah, just get a wet napkin, flip it around. And, I don't know.
But even with the sucking, like, I don't know. Even if I could, I would never even attempt it. It's not like a macho thing. I just dude, you know how fucking disgusting it must be to suck a dick? How much it must literally suck?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. But to be fair, if I was in prison and some macho man came over and said, yo, I suck my own dick, I'd be like, okay, that guy's pretty scary.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's true.
Yeah.
Supposedly there was one of our friends said that he used to know a guy who did it as a bar trick,
Okay.
I wouldn't want to go back to
and
that bar.
he would say, I bet I could suck my own dick for a loose cigarette, and they would be
Do it
like,
for one cigarette?
they'd be like, I don't believe you, and then he'd fucking whip it out and start sucking.
If someone came up to me and said, I bet I can suck my own dick, I'd believe him because why would he? What's he losing? Why is he losing that bet?
You got to know how to introduce bets like that. You have to know how to introduce into a
It
conversation.
didn't seem like he was very suave.
Well, I'm rehashing a story. I'm not gonna do the masterful ways of introducing.
There's no
masterful
of
way.
introducing. No,
There's
but
absolutely
there's certainly
not
a
a masterful
masterful way of introducing.
It's not Don't stop calling it masterful. It's not masterful.
Well, let me finish, please. There's certainly a masterful way of introducing a topic into a conversation that you actually want to talk about.
okay, yeah, okay,
That's
that's
certainly
not
a
fair.
masterful. And you didn't let me finish. But there certainly is a masterful way to do that, and his masterful way just happened to be talking about him sucking his own dick.
That's not
That's
masterful,
not
then.
masterful.
Yes, it is. Why is it not masterful? I'm saying the way to weave in these
is-
topics.
There's
into
no
a
way to bring up.
conversation.
There's no way to
this
bring
is-
up sucking your own dick organically.
This is
That- then that's why it's
no,
masterful.
that's wrong. That's wrong. But what you said is masterful. I picture it more like, man, I haven't had any in a long time. I really just want my dick sucked tonight. But like, I don't think anybody in here will do it. You know, I'm just gonna do it myself. I bet you I can suck my own dick. Give me a cigarette. I bet you I can suck my own
See,
dick.
you're already starting, and there's many
Way better
and
example than
there's-
what you gave.
And there's many other ways to do it. I mean, I didn't even give an example.
You said he would just come in by starting that saying he could suck his own
Well, but I was rehashing the story, but I'm saying the art of introducing topics into something is it's a masterful art. You could say, hey, you hear about Marilyn Manson? He got two ribs removed for sucking his own dick, supposedly. Now you're talking.
That would be so out of left field. You just say that out of nowhere.
That's still off-putting. I think that's still off-putting. If I'm smoking a cigarette and some guy,
I don't know.
this is how
30
it's
years
gonna
ago, you're in a bar, Marilyn Manson.
Whoa,
I don't
30
know.
years ago.
20,
If the
30
news
years
just came out, sure.
potentially.
All right, so it's only masterful 30 years ago.
No, just that one line.
Very specific.
and
time
only
period
like
of
the
masterfulness.
week or two after, by the way.
The point is that introducing topics into conversation is an art. It's like
it can
weaving.
be.
It's like weaving in. Like, it's like sewing or crocheting or something.
Yeah,
You're taking something you want and just slipping it in.
It can
That's
be,
not
but then there's some people that just go, you see this piece of topic I want, and just shove it in there, shove it down your throat.
Hey, that works too sometimes.
But I guess they don't get a free cigarette out of it.
true.
Also, can he do it? Did he do it?
Yeah,
Like succeeded?
yeah.
Oh, that bar, man. Is that bar still open? Or is he still hired?
Dude, that's just what's the address? I gotta.
yeah.
What is that? That's disgusting.
I'm gonna go call the place. I'm gonna make sure that place
Write
gets shut down.
for me.
I mean, I don't know if the man's still alive. I don't even know his name.
Oh, it's a mystery man.
Have you heard about this guy? Like one of my ex girlfriends told me there's this guy going around New York City. What's it called? He's going around New York City, right? And he's taking girls on Tinder dates, and when they go to the bathroom, he's putting laxatives in their drink, and then taking them back, and then like eating their shit or something. I swear.
That's logical.
I don't understand. How long can someone realistically get away with eating like laxativing people and eating their shit?
I feel
Because
like for
don't
a pretty long
you
time.
die? I'm saying, don't you get sick?
Oh,
No, you don't die. You just get like
No, that's eating people, isn't it?
No.
talking about the rash?
No. Mark Norman talked about it. He ate a girl's ass, and he got like that whatever the disease is. you
Oh,
have to eat
ass
shit.
from out.
Right.
You just
Okay.
get like you get like sore on your mouth, sores and redness and puffy.
No, Mark Norman happened to eat a stripper's ass, that wasn't too clean. I'm saying if you're eating these people's laxative shits, which is cleaning the pipes, there's something probably not in there you're supposed to ingest. Is what
I don't
I'm
think
saying.
you'll die.
Yeah.
I
If I go
think
to
you'll
the hospital.
die. I think you'll die if you do it enough. I'm saying. Like I thought it was one done date. It was probably this guy was swiping right on a bunch of females and getting a lot of laxatives at CVS. Is what I'm saying.
It's just he was on his king shit, bro.
Yeah, he was on his king shit.
Bear Grylls would just eat elephant poop all the time, but I think that's different.
I mean, I would assume. Also, did he boil it? Like, what did he do?
Boiling crap?
Why is he
I think
boiling?
that's gonna do anything.
To do what?
Did
I'll
he-
just get rid of the water.
Did he grill it?
No,
That's
it's
a
just
stew.
it was just he would just it would
He
be
just stood underneath the elephant.
No,
and
no, no,
was
no,
like,
no,
get
no.
ready.
You can't
You
do
know,
that.
you know,
He'd
man
be
versus
covered.
wild. He would just see elephant poops like see elephants' digestive systems are really bad. There's still full nutrients in here, and just eating piles of shit.
That sounds
Bear Grylls didn't
so
have
terrible.
to do all
But
that.
there was like nuts and berries in there that looked sort of new.
almost.
So is he just?
almost
So he's
like-
just
Again.
barehanding it. He's not even washing them
Nice
off.
pun.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, of course, Bear Grylls doesn't have to do all that.
No.
But Bear Grylls doesn't have to do any of
Doesn't have to
this.
drink his own piss.
That's why he's Bear Grylls. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't have to do just to become the person that you are in people's eyes.
I'm sure that episode would have been just as fine without him eating the cherries.
No,
after
we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
no.
Sure, he's not.
Wouldn't
Because
be
I've
talking
seen
about it.
wrong.
I've seen that clip on YouTube. What else? Nothing on that episode got through the the
YouTube-
barriers.
the YouTube barrier?
But
Didn't
Bear
wash them
Grylls
off or
eating
anything.
shit,
He just ate
that'll
it?
do it.
I think Bear Grylls should stay away from my family and my elephants
And your toilets.
What-
and my
Elephants, Steven.
toilets.
You're just not extreme enough. You gotta get more extreme.
I think that's it. Maybe that's it.
Could you do it if you're on a plane crash, right, and somewhere in Africa you landed, and
And,
now you're about to die of starvation, and you see elephant poop, and you go, I remember what JT said about Bear Grylls.
I remember
What's happening.
Yeah, no, because this is too many sources now. I won't believe your story.
True.
It's
Just go watch the episode.
No, I'm saying. I mean, yeah. If I saw like
So he's just barehanded, grabbing from poop.
honestly,
to
I
mouth?
would.
I'd have to
yes,
rewatch
I guess
it.
yes, because you told me, because I knew the information. Maybe I'll siphon through this elephant poop, but I would just walk away from it if I saw elephant.
If
poop.
I was truly starving, I would try to eat sand. I'd try to eat anything.
that wouldn't work.
I don't think he was
try.
even starving. He wasn't even like hungry. He was
He's
just
like,
snacking.
was
little
making a
snack.
point.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
like the point is I can eat this. No, it's not like the episode would then show him going to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta. Whenever you always think, oh, I wouldn't eat that even if I was starving. But when you're actually starving, things start to change real quick.
Yeah, your friends start
Real
turning into
quick.
hamburgers. Like, oh, this is weird. You think that happens? Like the cartoon.
Like mirages.
Yeah, but of someone talking to you and they turn into a steak and shit. I wonder if that actually happens.
I don't think it's
I
that
don't
vivid. I think it's just like dreams in and out of consciousness. You just kind of see it.
that in turn would make it pretty vivid. If you're daydreaming,
yeah,
literally.
but I don't think they actually have like awake hallucinations of it.
I think you have no idea. I think you'd be
Nah.
very surprised.
Even the people who like who crashed in those mountains who were eating people were like absolutely repulsed while they were doing it, even though they were completely starving.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that now that's making this an enjoyable experience. I'm saying does it just happen in general? Like one morning you're talking and you're a cheeseburger now because I'm just losing it. I just wonder.
I
Maybe.
don't think so.
I
Maybe.
don't think
I don't think so though, but maybe.
I think
I
there's
don't know.
definitely.
What do I know about starving?
What do you know about starving and being on an island? I don't know. I'm just saying if I woke up one day and Danny was gnawing on my leg because he was like, "Oh, a chicken leg," I'd be a little frightened, and I'd believe him.
That's fair.
Well, yeah, of course. Has nothing to do with what you were just saying. Yeah, of course.
It has something to do with it.
in those situations, would you rather be the person who dies or the person who eats the person, but and then maybe has a chance of getting rescued?
Eats
How
the
do I
person
die?
Always.
Selfish man.
Oh, I'm
What'd you say?
sorry.
How do I die?
Starvation. So there's like you could be the first half of the group that dies of starvation, or the second half that eats the
you
first half, and then maybe has a chance. Of
I
getting
mean,
rescued.
obviously, you want if you're not killing anybody, obviously you want to live. That's fine. But you think that imagine being in a scenario where it's it. We did every single option, everything's drawn out, nothing's left, and now we're drawing straws to see who we do eat. That's when it gets a little dicey.
Yeah.
that's when it gets a little dicey. First of all, and certain people, if they got the short straw, no matter if they agreed, not doing it. Not doing it.
Who would? Who would be like, yeah, you guys, I'll
Wait a
fair
minute.
square.
Oh, I mean, I feel like that's a little unfair. You know, it's like that's the
I don't
luck-
think.
luck of the
I don't
draw.
think anyone's gonna be like. Oh,
Would
yeah,
any
just-
of us?
just
Would
eat
you?
I mean, that's how it is.
No.
No, no,
And I don't believe you.
So then what's the point of doing it?
just so that
if I thought
that other half knows who to gang up on and kill.
Yeah, basically.
But the other half's
So
still
the
gonna
s-
fight
so the-
back.
so the
They're not
same-
gonna be like, oh,
so the
my
s-
entrails are all out.
so the same thing happens
crazy.
anyway.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Sure.
There's a little bit
Potentially.
more.
I don't think it
humanity.
ever. I don't think it ever really happens. I think because I don't think everyone dies at the same time. I think they wait for a person to die, two people to die, and then it happens.
Yeah, if the person's dead, then eating them, very low qualms about that.
Low qualms.
Very little.
Personally,
Saute him, some peppers and
almost,
onions.
almost
Little
none
qualms.
actually.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, it would.
It's this
it
kind
would-
of talk.
It would
That's enough.
truly just be wasteful.
No,
I mean,
no, the
really,
thing is-
it really would be.
The thing is, you border when you talk like that. You border on the line of I would kill them, and like the line
No,
gets
no.
bordered.
Whoa,
It
whoa.
gets blurry
I
because
would-
when you're like, I would happily eat this man, happily, no qualms, no problems, to eat this man to live. It starts
he was already
bordering.
dead.
I know, but then it starts bordering on what's the pushing, what's the boundary.
the line,
And then
that is the boundary.
And then he's
Nah, but-
almost dead, and
Yeah,
you're like,
now
let
he's
me finish
almost
the
dead,
job.
yeah.
No. That is the boundary. The boundary is if they are alive or if they're not. That's the boundary. It's very simple, very clear
No,
boundary.
I hear that. I'm a little surprised by
No
qualms.
qualms. Yeah. That's I'm
Very
saying it
intense.
gets blurry when you just there's no problem.
I mean, how could I don't know? Is it really that bad? The person's already dead. They're dead.
It starts to get a little blurry. You don't
I-
want to.
I think-
you
I
don't-
think
the
that's
psychological
crazy.
trauma of eating your friend is yes, you would probably not want to do that.
Again, but this is where of course the psychological trauma of eating your friends would be horrible. But this is the
so
last
some qualms.
This is
That-
this
so
is
there are some qualms.
But you
What's a qualm?
you guys are.
I think it's a fruit.
No, it just means like reservations.
I think that's a kumquat.
It
Oh,
means
that's a
like
kumquat, yeah.
reservations. But what you're saying, you're thinking about it like we're doing it right now.
Yes.
If these people are dead and I am on the brink of death, you have to. You just have to.
no one's
agreed.
disagreeing with that. No one's disagreeing with that.
And
What?
and you
Qualms.
should,
Then yeah, they're
and you
qualms.
certainly shouldn't say, oh, but they're my friend.
No,
They're
you,
dead.
you definitely
They're
should.
dead.
Definitely
You
should.
definitely should. This is where the bordering on murdering someone
I'm gonna.
I can see.
In fact, it would actually. I would hope that if I died, again, if I had already died, I would hope you guys eat me. That's the. I'd hope you try to survive at least. The
We
thing
understand all
I
this.
could do to honor you most is eat you.
Don't try to turn yourself into
Yeah,
a
I
hero
don't know.
for
Now,
you.
now, let's get a little
Absolutely.
scared.
Don't try-
Now we're getting you're trying to be a hero.
If I died on the mountain, again, died, not being murdered. If I died on the mountain, happily eat everything, eat it all.
Like Native Americans, man, let nothing go to waste.
Nothing go to waste.
Let nothing go to waste.
Make it like a little purse out of his kidney.
Yeah,
and
grind
That
up
would-
that burn.
Exactly. That would be more disrespectful. You'd have to use my bones and my hair and my skin, use everything to figure it
turn,
out.
turn him into a placemat.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
like a bear.
A bear rug.
Yeah.
Figure it out. And I'd want you to do that, truly.
I'd have some qualms. That's all I'm saying. There'd
well,
be a
I
lot of
agree.
kumquats.
Listen, we're all in agreement here. We just don't agree about the qualms. That's it.
Yeah, we just don't.
they're definitely
The
qualms.
qualms aren't adding up.
Well, I'm ridding you of any qualms. If I'm ever dead on the side of the road, fucking eat me.
On the side of the road.
now you're on the
Wait, hold on. So if I see you on the side of the road, I'm like, oh, Danny,
If
gotta honor his
if
final
I
request.
ever die, eat me. Just to see, make sure
Why
nothing
are-
goes to waste.
Why are you roadkill
Make
now?
sure-
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sure-
what happened to you?
Make sure nothing goes to
I'd probably
waste.
call an ambulance first
Danny
before I
puts
decided.
Danny puts it in his will.
Don't do it.
Danny puts it in his will, and now we're like, God.
What if Danny
damn
did
it.
have a fortune and he's like, there's one stipulation. You have to eat me to get the fortune.
No, the thing is, it would work if he put it as the last step. Like you already went through all these such annoying things,
Mm-hmm.
and now the last step is to eat them. That's the only way it would work. If it's the first step, okay, I don't care that much.
Well,
what
you know,
I'm saying?
supposedly they smoked Tupac's ashes.
Yeah.
That's
they?
the classic. His friends.
His crew.
That's the
Right.
classic. That's the classic story. Do you think that's true? First of all,
I don't.
Yeah.
Probably. Actually, I agree that's true. And no offense to Tupac's crew, if you guys are still whatever's happening, that's fucking weird. That was really stupid.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's pretty
I
stupid.
think it's stupid.
First of all, you get a lot
It's
of
a
ashes.
little stupid.
You get a lot of ashes, and most of it's like the coffin anyway and shit. At least in most cases. So like, and they just took a little bit and like just like sprinkle it on a joint, just like symbolic. I don't
Yeah.
think it's that
Yeah,
stupid.
that's not that
I don't think so either.
I'll take this.
They were
I'll
taking
take the solo
the whole
stance.
thing ashes and like we gotta ingest these somehow or another. then yeah,
It's got to go.
I'd have qualms.
And they're perfectly healthy to eat too.
Yeah, put it in a milkshake.
My Strange Addiction episode. A woman, she ate her husband's ashes like Fun Dip.
I don't know if perfectly healthy is the right word.
Yeah, well, perfectly healthy would mean
Not-
nutrition.
Not
Dangerous.
Not dangerous to eat
Is that true?
or smoke. Yes.
I love My Strange Addictions, man. That show is so great. They show
Well-
you somebody going.
Smoking is dangerous on its own in a lot of cases. So
They always got something going on. A team shows up, films them. Nobody tries to help them. There's barely any assistance. They say, "Hey, go to a doctor," and they go. I'm gonna do this anyway.
I remember when I was a kid.
Here we go.
When did Elf come out? Movie Elf.
not sure.
Either way, whatever year
2004.
that was, I think 2005, 6, something like that. We went to a screening. It was a kid's birthday party. It was a screening of Elf, and horrible snowstorm. So it was already like a pain in the ass to get there. So all the parents were upset. And when we got into the theater, all hell broke loose. I mean, just because it was a private theater, people started running around, popcorn getting thrown everywhere. And then one kid who we know who he decided to take extra large, full, entire soda, opened the thing, went right behind the birthday boys who was desperately trying to watch the movie, like intently. He was watching the movie, first row, full soda directly over his head. They're crazy people. And so that started just a war of soda and popcorn, and the whole thing went awry. And someone spit on the birthday cake. It was a vile event.
Have you ever had something like that happen to any birthday party you've been to? As a
No,
child?
but I know what he's saying. Like,
Okay.
there's this weird when you're a kid. There's this weird I don't know. Like it's part of your brain. You don't think about like consequences or sometimes like empathy, and you
Yeah.
do weird shit.
And the
because
kid
of
who
that.
dumped the soda ended up being, a U.S. Marine. So it's like, that seems
That makes
that's-
sense.
Yeah, it's just it's strange
few.
how it's strange
Makes
how
sense.
that
The
it's
few, the proud, yeah.
strange how that path went. I don't know.
Or it makes sense.
Because it seemed because that action seems to be something that's very much against authority.
Yes. Also, you telling that story makes me think about just the poor, sad, Cheeto-fingered teens that had to go clean up that theater. It's like popcorn everywhere, soda everywhere.
The spitting on
I'd probably quit. I'd probably quit there.
This
It's like, this isn't worth
the
it.
spitting on the birthday cake was really the big doozy.
But what do you mean
Who did
spit?
that?
Like,
So-
was it?
so-
You know
so-
how everybody blows the cake and everyone just goes.
No,
Or was it-
Hawking a loogie.
so the birthday child, he tried to get his retaliation, and he started going on a muck, just running. And you know what's funny with kids is that oftentimes when they get when they get something done to them, they don't attack the person who did it. They just go on an equally evil tyrant.
Easiest target.
So he didn't do anything to the kid who poured the soda on his head, and then started to make enemies elsewhere. And so one of those enemies, while we were counting down the birthday party, happy birthday to you, and then he just said, "Here, take this," and spit directly on the cake, right in the middle. Just hawked the
That's
loogie.
pretty ballsy for a kid.
Was this kid just inviting all the kids who hated him to
Yeah.
his
Well,
party?
what is this party?
Again,
was it you?
it was just younger. No, it wasn't me. But there was another thing that happened with that same birthday party. My mom got him a $25 gift card to Toys R Us, and then she called us 4 days later and said, "Hey, I went to Toys R Us, and they said there was only $20 on here. Do you have anything to say about that?" As if we had used the $5. So my mom was like, "It must have been a mistake," and she was like, "I don't know if I believe you." Like, first of all, what are we buying for $5?
Yeah.
First, you're lucky we came to your fucking Satan-ridden birthday party, you dumb bitch.
That's a little.
Jeez.
That's a little. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I
Mom.
wouldn't call-
Fuck that.
It was
Mom.
the birthday party from hell.
First of all, if I'm the mom in that birthday party, I would have considered that whole year a wash. Like this whole thing's a wash.
Try again
Cancel
next
me.
year.
Yeah, we'll try again next year. We'll reshape. We'll get some new
I'll
people.
give her the benefit of the doubt, the mom, and probably chalk it up to the fact that maybe she had to pay a bunch of money because we trashed the theater, or maybe she was just upset in general. But yeah,
Tell him where to find you, Mr. Ryan.
you can find me at Danny is Watching on Instagram. Danny is Watching on
Clubhouse.
TikTok, Clubhouse, everything.
Your mother.
JT Holland 97 on Instagram.
At Chaz Wins on Instagram, aka the Black Kenny Rogers. Got to know when to hold him, know when to hold him.
R.I.P.
That's hey man. All right, we'll beat it. You can find me at Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
Picky Boys Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below the worst birthday party you've ever been to.
Or what age did you have the worst birthday party?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. It's just a number. I would say 8,
All right.
7,
Yeah.
6,
It would be really sad if
5,
it was anything above like
4,
20.
Wouldn't count.
3.
Okay, there we go.